today we are going to be discuss about steganography with computer forensics. In the last class we were discuss about custody, chain of custody, in how is the way how the collection of documents and how we are going to be interpreted all the things and how to manage the documentation, evidences, all those things that we saw clearly in the last class. And today's is about computer forensic and steganography. So what is steganography? So there is a different meaning for steganography and cryptography. So steganography is something hiding behind the image or behind the video, whatever it may be. We are hiding something that is known as steganography. But what is the meaning of called steganography means we are hiding the data. We are hiding data behind the image or behind the video. So that is it. Steganography is the art of covered or hidden writing. The process of steganography is convert communication to hide the message from the third party. This is different from cryptography. The art of secret writing, which is intended to make a message unreadable by a third party, but does not hide the existing of the secret communication. So that is the one. And steganography hides the convert message, but not the fact that the two parties are communicating with each other. The steganography process generally involves placing a hidden images in some transport media called the carrier. The secret message is embedded with the carrier to from the steganography medium. The usage of steganography key may be employed for encryption of the hidden message and or for a randomization in the steganography scheme. In this summary, we are going to be, so what is the medium means? Steganography medium is equal to hidden message plus carrier plus steganography. So this is the steganography medium we are going to be follow while we are making secret message in the either it is behind the image or behind the video. The hiding process is this. So what are the types are there in this steganography? The technical steganography uses the scientific methods to hide a message, such as the use of invisible ink or micro dot and other size reduction methods. So what is this? Can you observe what is this? So one is that the uses of invisible ink or writing money, macro dots and other size reduction method means, for example, if there is a one paragraph letters there. For example, if you find this paragraph, all the letters are in same size. For example, if I am going to be make it as, for example, see that here itself I am going to be showing you that steganography of making the letters are different. For example, so my screen is visible to everyone, I think so. So just I stop PowerPoint set. For example, here is there. For example, I want to send the secret name as, for example, maybe myself, my name. For example, Challa. I want to say the secret name. So I want to pass. For example, I'm going to be make it as this one. It will be, for example, I'm going to be select this one. I'm going to be reduce this. See, somewhere H is here. So again, somewhere A. For example, again pattern we have to follow. For example, we are not going to do this. So here, so the message is hidden. My name is there in them. So when I am going to be send this document, so the person who is want to know the message, they can know that. So see that here, the C is a small letter. R we can make it invisible also. For example, we make like this. Something invisible means we can take a letter and we can make an, for example, black color or something. We are going to be highlighted. Okay. So maybe we can make it as the same as the background color. What is going to be hidden? It is going to be hidden. So this is clearly hide. I think my vision is visible to all of you. Or we can make some dark, lightest light colors to that particular letter. General, if I'm showing that, so it is like that. But if we are directly writing the paragraph, so there is no way to find this type of secret message. See that is just normally only. So the technical steganography uses the scientific methods to hide a message, such as the use of invisible ink or microdots and other size reduction methods. Then another one is linguistic steganography hides the messages in the carrier in some nano-BS way and is further categorized in some sigmagrams and open codes. Some different types of codes. This one, nano-BS codes. Then another one is about steganograms hides the information by use of the symbols or signs. Some of the symbols, for example, maybe I think you know the. I think in some movies they are going to be viewed. I think they have used on the Ghazi movie. When the information is passing, they are going to be do tuck, tuck, tuck. Some sounds are making sounds. They are finding the dots. And even if some movies they are doing this type of so continuous alerts, dots, dots, thick dots. Again, we have boxes information. Some type of coding will be there to communicate. Then stegogram hides the information by using symbols or signs. The visual seismograph uses the innocent-looking or everyday physical objects to convey a message. Such doodles are the positioning of items on the desk or website. A text segnogram hides the message by modifying the appearance of the carrier text, such as subtitle changes. For example, subtitle TITL subtitle changes in the size of font or type and adding extra space or a different furnishes in a letter. The different furnish. For example, see that the first word technical, the C is different color or a handwritten text something we are doing. So some different way they are going to be followed, normalized. Normal ga kakuna something there either invisible. I think by reading the paragraph you understand. The open code hides the messages in legitimate carrier message in way that are not obvious to an unsuspecting observer. Unsuspecting observer. The carrier message is sometimes is called over communication, whereas the hidden message is convert communication. So the convert communication. This category subdivided into a jargon code and covered in ciphers. So various types. Again, what is the meaning of jargon? The name suggests that uses the language that is understood by the group of people but meaningless to others. Jargon code includes warpling and symbols used to indicate the presence and the type of wireless network signals. So understanding the technology are the innocent conversion that convey the special meaning because of facts known only the speakers. A subset of jargon code is Q code, whereas a certain pre-arranged phrases convey the meaning. So sometimes I think latest some movies are there, they are going to be shown. I think movies only you can see this type of codes. General గా మనం ఎక్కడ చూడలేం కదా ఇది ఎలా జరుగుతాయి అని. For example, I saw one the recent movie. I don't remember that movie name. When somebody is killing, he is dropping his eyebrows twice, then he is going to be find out that code where he is Chanukya, I think so. The movie name is Chanukya. Have you remember? And anyone saw that movie, Chanukya? In that movie, they shown the person is going to be killed. Person when he is standing and he is sending that video to a particular person. And he is seeing the video, then he is dropping his eyebrows twice and thrice, and now that he is going to be note down some marks. Okay, like that, some of the expressions, some of the innocent faces, something they are going to be make some innocent conversions for it. We thought that that is useless conversion, but there is a special meaning for the every thing. So covered or unsolicited cipher hides message openly the carrier media so that this can be recovered by anyone who knows the secret for how was concealed. Concealed means covered. So a green cipher employ a template that is used to cover the carrier message. The word that appears in the opening of template or the hidden message. A null cipher hides the message according to some pre-arranged set of rules, such as read every fifth word or lock at the third character in every word. Something. So making some different codes. So we can make read the every fifth word. For the fifth word calculation, we have to frame some different words and so this type of things known as it. Then steganography forensic comes to forensic how to identify them. The art of science and stegnosis is intended to detect or estimate the hidden information based on the observing some data transfer or making no assumption about the steganography algorithm. Stegnosis techniques can be classified in a similar way that cryptanalysis methods. Cryptography methods allow the same stegnosis methods also largely based on how much prior information is known. So how much information we collected makes difference. Steganography only attack the steganography medium is only item available for the analysis. Steganography medium only available. So what is this steganography medium? We already saw some formula like what is the meaning? Steganography medium is equal to hide message plus carrier plus steganography key. So once we know the steganography medium, then only we can identify this. Okay. Then steganography, known the carrier attack. The carrier and the steganography media are both available for analysis. Known message attack, known carrier attack, known message attack, and choose the cryptography attack, choose the message attack, Then known the steganography attacks. So various attacks are here. So in the various views we can find the evidences. The carrier and the steganography media are the both. First one, known the carrier. Uh, the carrier and the steganography media are both available for analysis. Known message attack. The hidden message is known and choose a steganography attack. The steganography medium and algorithms are both known. Chosen message attack. A known message and the steganography algorithm are used to create the steganography media for future analysis and the comparison. Known steganography attack. The carrier and the steganography medium as well as the steganography algorithms are known. So the meaning itself is there, a special one. Then whetstone technologies, grayscale, gray glow, that is the meaning of this formally stegno detector. The software can be used to detect the presence of steganography software. Then assist data forensic tool and the guidance software NCase can be a hash keeper, malware, and the National Security Reference Library, the National Software Reference Library 2000 has said, look for the large variety of softwares. And Nels proves Stegna detect can be find the hidden information in JPG images using such steganography schemas as F5, invisible secret, and JD hide and JSet. So JStage, so many things. So like we saw now forensic tools, how to find the data. The same way, if the message is hidden, then there are the various tools, wide, stone, and access data, and guidance software of NCase and Nels to Stegna detector. So this is up to what is the steganography, how we can do forensic in the steganography, what other tools are available for this. This is a computer forensic steganography. So the next one is about relevance of OSI 7 layers model to computer forensic. So before knowing these layer forensic, first of all we have to know the OSI 7 layers. Can anyone, without seeing anywhere, we can give me the order, either physical layer to application or application to physical. Can anyone? చెప్పగలరా? So application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. Yes. So these are the layers. I think you know very well about these layers and how we are going to be transfer all those things. Just tell me. Hello, my screen is visible. So with the development of technology comes in a higher profile hacking techniques. For this reason, the security professionals are in massive demand. But for these security professionals and analytic have to understand the fundamentals of how the network layers works and the key ingredients that can be make the security in every layer stronger. This chapter and this particular topic will discuss about the security mechanism and different measures that can taken in each OSI. So before going to the security, it is necessary to know the basic networking models in OSI. It is hypothetical networking framework is a specific protocol mechanism for every layer. I think you have to remember for every layer connection in between, we have a protocol, some protocols they are going to be used. So for example, we can take physical layer to data link layer. In between, we have a protocol, some protocol. So why? From physical layer to data link layer, the data is transferred. So what are the rules and regulations we have to follow to transfer the data? So definitely, every layer, specific protocol and mechanism in every layer. This model is used to divide the network architecture into a 7 different layer conceptual. These layers are. So once again, I will show you that OSI, the diagram in between uh, protocols. I think we have to forget. I will show you. One second, I will show you. I think this one. See here. So layers, the name engaged here. What is that? Application layer, application protocol. And presentation layer, presentation protocol. Session layer protocol. Transport layer, transport. So this is the original neat diagram for this OSI layers. Okay. So we keep this diagram PPT. So this one. So why I am showing means there is a meaning here. It is a hypothetical network framework that uses a specific protocol and mechanism in every layer. Sorry, this model used to divide the network architecture into 7 different layers Conceptually, these are so physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, and presentation layer. So these also involves some security posture and mechanism that security professionals must know to detect to put the security methods effectively in every layer. So this is a so we have seven layers in between communication boundaries we have. So network connect చేసినప్పుడు network వరకు these three layers are repeating. Either it may be a router or switch, whatever it may be. Some physical devices we are going to be used in between these devices layers also it will be become. So some and we can remember this one in physical layer we have bit, data link layer we have frame, and network layer we have packets, and transport layer we have EPU, PU, and SPDU session layers, and presentation layer and application. So every layers are going to be as for example the data is going to be created in application layer and transferred to physical layer. In physical layer to another physical layer we are going to be get the data, and again the reverse manner the application again read the information. So the first three layers are going to be the lowest layers are called as medium layers, and subsequent four layers are called the host layers. And what is a physical layer? It is used to defining the technical qualifications of the data connectivity. Since the security is this layer is critical. Some cases, the cyber dangers, DOS attacks, is recommended to unplug cable from primary switch. Safeguards this layer need to be a biometric security, camera-based surveillances, key cards, and other physical monitoring. Okay, అంతే కదా. సో కేబుల్స్ మేనర్ వస్తుంది అనమాట. సో ల్యాన్ కేబుల్స్ కానీ స్విచ్చెస్ కేబుల్స్ కానీ ఇలా కేబుల్స్ ఇలాగ సేఫ్ గార్డ్ చేయడానికి కీపింగ్ సర్వేలెన్స్ కానీ అలా పెట్టేసి సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు make and maintenance the surveillances. So data link layer compromises of data packets transported from the physical layer. Transport from the physical layer. Yes, sir. So every layer get the information from below layer and transfer to the another layer. So transported from the physical layer. Any malfunction in this layer, the data breaches can impair the working of the network layer. So vulnerabilities can be used to attack the can be made this layer as a MAC address snooping and virtual LAN circumstations. Hello. So any malfunction, something is happened, then it is a vulnerability is going to be identified. Then so preventing protecting your system, the common security mechanisms are MAC address filtering, assessment of wireless applications, checking of the proper data encryption standards. So some what type of things we have to consider here. Then network layer. Network layer is the last of the medium layer, media layers, the third one. So it has association with the real world, and it deals with the addressing and routing of packets. IP addresses snooping is one of the so F is missing. Sorry, one of the common attack in this space. So IP address snooping is one of the common attack. So strengthening this layer needs to the techniques from PRIMS, anti-snooping, and the proper implementation of firewalls and routing filters and secure routing protocols. So here everything is yes or no. before knowing this, we need to know every layer functionality. So I will tell you one. For example, if you take a physical layer, so what is the functionality over there? It is the representation of bits. So how the bits are going to be represented. So data link layer is going to be see about the frames, and the third network layer is about routing, and fourth transport layer is about what is a layer of transport layer. So how the packets are sending or not. Okay, transport is network. So fifth one, present session layer, times and presentation layer, whether properly it is presenting the data or not. Application layer, creation of it. So here also, so the proper implementation of firewalls and routing filters and security routing protocols are needed. Then another one is about transport layer. So comes under the logical layer, which helps to transforming the variable length of data sequences. So the reliability of this layer can be achieved by ensuring the segmentation and desegmentation mechanism and error control. For security purpose, this layer needs to be appropriate firewall, restrictive admissions of transmission protocol, and appropriate port numbers. So this one. So even another we have what technologies we are going to be find these cyber forensic also we will see. So same layers we are going to see once again with the different forensic detection security mechanisms and the session layer especially it manages the inter-system communication and sessions. The handling of local and remote applications interaction is done in this layer. In case of weak authentication methods, it can help the attacker to perform the brute force attack. I remember brute force attack. So the effective way of securing this layer is by ensuring the appropriate encrypted key exchange along with the restriction of unsuccessful sessions attempts using timing methods. So timing is a very important here. So in a particular time and encryption keys and algorithms, this and all very. Then the presentation layer. It is used to standardize data with the help of various conversion schemas. But if the poor conduct of malicious input, it can be helps the cyber criminals to exploit the system or even crash the system. So separate sanitized input, proper input validation can help protect the system from attackers. So it is a very important layer, and we see here by this layer the attackers can crash the total system also. So this presentation layer is very important. Then application layer. So contain the UI and the closest of all the layers for the user end. Yes, our end we can see all this. The widest range of cyber attacks or security breaches is possible in this way. It can be lead shutting down the network, stealing data, crashing the application, manipulating the information sent by the source to destination, and many more. So here, along with what is the problems is going to become and what is the importance of the each and every layer also this. I think you have a clear idea about what and what. So then where do cyber security threat happen? Where do cyber security threat happen? So cyber security threats existing at all OSL ISO model layer, beginning at layer 7, the application layer becomes that the place where the user begins by interfacing the network. For the purpose of creating the most comprehensive cybersecurity plans, we must actually start before the application layer and address perhaps the biggest vulnerability in the entire network, the user. The users are human, far more subject to making costly errors than our computers. Other digital devices can perform the same function in the same way every time. I think it is a very clear how the humans are going to be create the data, how they are going to be transfer the data, how we are making errors in the network, or how we are making errors in the applications. Everything is going to be need to be. The best example to found one of the top malware attack or threat in a cyber landscape, ransomware. I think you heard about this ransomware. So fraudulent sends the phishing emails. What is the phishing? So sending a spam emails, phishing email that looks very authenticate, very much if it is actually comes from where it says them. But somewhere in that email, the link for the user click on an attachment of the user to open. The text provided powerful, undocumented to get the users to do so. Once they do, their data is either encrypted, corrupted, or stolen. Only the way to get back to pay a ransom, thus ransom. So the attackers knows the users there the best place to gain access. Threats, each layer in USA layer must include. So what are the threats? So we have every layer. What are the threats and how to protect also. So application layer threats. Every layer threats we can see. By one very clearly. By the next class we can see. So for anyone having a doubt, tell me.